Welcome to part 7 of my review of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, the new resource book that just released today. In this video, we're going to be continuing the subclass review train, and we're going to be talking about the new options and subclasses available for the Monk. If you have not seen the playlist of all the other subclasses I've reviewed so far, I will leave a link to it right up here. Before we get started, only a very small percentage of you guys who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you guys are enjoying this review series, be sure to subscribe. It's free, you can change your mind later. So let's jump into the review for the Monk. So here's the Monk, and we're going to begin with the new optional class features introduced. Let's start out with the dedicated weapon. At second level, you train yourself to use a variety of weapons as monk weapons, not just simple melee weapons and short swords. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can touch one weapon, focus your key on it, and then count that weapon as a monk weapon until you use this feature again. The chosen weapon must meet this criteria. It must be a simple or martial weapon. You must be proficient with it, and it must lack the heavy or special properties. So Monk is not pigeonholed into being a fist attack class anymore. This is perfect. Really good ad there, Wizards. Good job. Next up, we have the key fueled attack at third level. If you spend one key point or more as part of an action on your turn, you can make one attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon as a bonus action before the end of the turn, giving Monk an extra attack. Good job. Let's keep it going. Quickened healing at fourth level. As an action, you can spend 2 key points and roll a martial arts die. You regain a number of hit points equal to the number rolled plus your proficiency bonus. So a dedicated healing ability on Monk at 4th level. Very good. Monk is getting some serious buffs just in these optionals. This is fantastic. Let's continue. Focused aim at 5th level. When you miss with an attack roll, you can spend 1 to 3 key points to increase your attack roll by 2 for each of these key points you spend, potentially turning the hit into a miss. These buffs are crazy. Getting each one of these every level is a serious power spike to the Monk. I don't know what Wizards was thinking printing all of this, but I am a big fan of this type of power creep. Let's continue with the new monastic traditions. Let's start off with the Way of Mercy. Starting at level 3, you get Implements of Mercy. You gain proficiency in the Insight and Medicine skills, and you gain proficiency with the Herbalism kit. You also gain a special mask, which you often wear when using the features of this subclass. You determine its appearance or generate it randomly by rolling on the Merciful Mask table. Looks like you can just be a plague doctor. So, Hand of Healing, a 3rd level Way of Mercy feature. Your mystical touch can mend wounds. As an action, you can spend 1 key point to touch a creature and restore a number of hit points equal to the roll of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. When you use Fury of Blows, you can replace one of the unarmed strikes with a use of this feature without spending a key point for the healing. So you can land a bunch of attacks and then just randomly palm out to somebody else and heal them. This is kind of a funny ability. I like this. Next up, we have Hand of Harm. You use your key to inflict wounds. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can spend 1 key point to deal extra necrotic damage equal to a roll of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. You can only use this feature once per turn, so just dealing flat bonus damage. So you have the option of either healing extra on your turn or dealing extra damage on your turn. Very nice, very versatile. Next up, we have Physician's Touch, 6th level feature. You can administer even greater cures with a touch, and if you feel necessary, you can use your knowledge to cause harm. When you use Hand of Healing on a creature, you can also end one disease or one of the following conditions affecting the creature: blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. When you use Hand of Harm, you can subject that creature to the poison condition until the end of your next turn. Now note, this does not take any extra points, so just getting a flat benefit on top of your already existing ability on level 6. Really good power spikes here. This class is shaping up to be something special. Next up, we have Flurry of Healing and Harm at 11th level. You can now mete out a Fury of Comfort and Hurt. When you use Flurry of Blows, you can now replace each of the unarmed strikes with a use of your Hand of Healing without spending key points for healing. In addition, when you make an unarmed strike with Fury of Blows, you can use Hand of Harm without spending a key point. You can still only use Hand of Harm once per turn. So you can just repeatedly palm an ally and heal them a bunch of time. You can beat them up with healing, or you can just add free damage once per turn. This is shaping up to be one of the most powerful Monk classes in the game, just with the level of consistency that we're seeing in this class. Finally, we have Hand of Ultimate Mercy. It's 17th level. Your Mastery of Life opens the door to Ultimate Mercy. As an action, you can touch the corpse of a creature that died within the past 24 hours and expend 5 key points. The creature then returns to life, regaining a number of hit points equal to 4d10 plus your wisdom modifier. If the creature died while subject to any of the following conditions, it revives with them removed, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. Once you use this feature until you finish a long rest. So This monk also gets a free revive once per rest that takes no gold cost, no spell slots, just it's a pretty hefty key point investment, but at 17th level you have a lot of key points to burn. This is a really powerful monk subclass. I am amazed that this was printed on top of the additional options that were given, completely removing the subclass from the equation at all. So don't sleep on this when you're making your next monk. This is one of the best monk subclasses in terms of consistency and pure power strength. Let's move on to the other option we got from Monk, Way of the Astral Self. Let's move on to the abilities. At 3rd level, you get Arms of the Astral Self. Your mastery of your key allows you to summon a portion of your astral self. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 key point to summon the arms of your astral self. When you do, each creature of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of you must succeed on a dexterity save or take force damage equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts die. For 10 minutes, these spectral arms hover near your shoulders or surround your arms, your choice. You determine the arm's appearance and they vanish early if you are incapacitated or die. While the arms are present, you gain the following benefits. You can use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength modifier when making strength checks and strength saving throws. You can use the spectral arms to make unarmed strikes. When you make an unarmed strike with the arms on your turn, your reach is 5 feet greater than normal. The unarmed strikes you make with the arms can use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength or dex modifier for the attack and damage rolls, and their damage type is force, bypassing almost all resistances. So a lot of bonuses on here just based at level 3. This is pretty good just overall for how early you get all of these. Wow. Visage of the Astral Self at level 6. You can summon a Visage of your Astral Self as a bonus action, or as a part of bonus action you take to activate Arms of the Astral Self. You can spend 1 key point to summon this Visage for 10 minutes. It vanishes early if you are incapacitated or die. The Spectral Visage covers your face like a helmet or mask. You determine its appearance. While the Visage is present, you gain the following benefits. Astral Sight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, up to 120 feet. Wisdom of the Spirit. You have advantage on insight and intimidation checks. Word of the Spirit. When you speak, you can direct your words to a creature of your choice that you can see within 60 feet of you, making it so only that creature can hear you. Alternatively, you can amplify your voice so that all creatures within 600 feet can hear you. Body of the Astral Self. At level 11, you gain this one. When you have both your arms and visage summoned, you can cause your body of the Astral Self to appear, no action required. This spectral body covers your physical form like a suit of armor connecting the arms and visage. You determine its appearance. While this body is present, you gain more benefits. Deflected energy. When you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use a reaction to deflect it. When you do so, the damage you take is reduced by 1d10 plus your wisdom modifier, minimum of 1. Empowered arms. When each of your turns, when you hit with the arms of the Astral Self, you can deal extra damage equal to your martial arts die once per turn. This is a lot. This is very utilitarian of a subclass. I think where the Way of Mercy Monk got consistency with damage and healing, Astral Self Monk got incredible amounts of utility. I think that this is also equally as powerful, not in the same circumstance, but still a strong subclass nonetheless. But we're not done yet. Awakened Astral Self at 17th level. Your connection to the Astral Self is complete, allowing you to unleash its full potential. As a bonus action, you can spend 5 key points to summon the arms, visage, and body of your Astral Self and awaken it for 10 minutes. This awakening ends if you incapacitate or die. While your Astral Self is awakened, you gain the following benefits. +2 to AC, flat bonus. Astral Barrage. Whenever you take the extra attack feature to attack twice, you can instead attack 3 times if all attacks are made with your astral arms. So just gaining an extra attack +2 bonus to AC. Very powerful for a 17th level ability. Very balanced. So, quick summary. Way of Mercy Monk is probably one of the best monk subclasses we have seen to date in terms of just general consistency and power scaling and power spikes with each ability. And Way of the Astral Self is extremely utilitarian and could definitely fit very well in the right circumstances. But that is going to do it for this review of the new Monk options and subclasses. We have seen some crazy additions. Monk gaining a powerful ability with every single level getting up to 5th level. So your early game as a Monk has just gotten exponentially better. Monk is now a very viable class for the early game. I'm excited to make one in the future with all of these changes added, and especially one with a Way of Mercy with how strong this is. That's going to do it for my review on the Monk subclasses, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like and leave your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think of these classes and the changes for Monk overall. I'm excited to see what you guys have to say about it. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't. We got a lot more videos coming for Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, so don't miss a single one of those. But until next time, guys, have fun, stay safe, and as always, happy gaming.